Have you noticed something strange about modern life in India? You earn money, and the first cut goes straight to income tax. Then almost everything else you buy gets loaded with GST. Your fuel comes with layers of tax. Your online transactions come with convenience fees. You pay for private schooling, private hospitals, private electricity backup, private security. And when you finally step onto a highway that should already have been built by your taxes, you still end up paying steep tolls again and again. After all of this, it's impossible not to ask yourself, what exactly am I paying taxes for? This isn't anger. It's confusion born out of a growing mismatch between what citizens contribute and what they actually experience. And nobody feels this disconnect more sharply than the Indian middle class. They earn just enough to be taxed heavily, but not enough to receive any subsidies or benefits. They pay for everything privately because the public version doesn't work for them. They carry the nation on their shoulders, yet remain politically invisible, with no voice and no protection. They pay the most, receive the least, and are expected to stay quiet. In theory, taxation is a simple bargain. Citizens contribute so the government can provide public goods, roads, clean water, healthcare, education, policing, courts, sanitation, welfare, national defense. That's how a modern society is supposed to function. But what do most Indians experience instead? You pay taxes for healthcare, but rely on private hospitals because you cannot trust the public ones in an emergency. You pay taxes for education, but still send your children to private schools and again to coaching centers. You pay taxes for infrastructure, but still pay steep tolls every few kilometers. You pay taxes for safety, but hire private guards because you don't feel secure. You pay taxes for water, but buy filters and tankers because the supply is unreliable. You pay taxes for governance, but still end up paying agents and middlemen just to complete basic paperwork. In short, you pay publicly and privately for the same services, but only the private payment delivers actual results. This repeated double payment is what leads to the question, why are we paying taxes at all? And then comes the part we rarely discuss openly. Even after all these taxes, India still has no real social security. There is no unemployment allowance, no universal pension, no assured healthcare coverage, no income protection, no safety net that catches you when life collapses unexpectedly. If you lose your job in India, there is nothing beneath you except your savings, your parents, or your friends. You fall straight down. So naturally, people ask, if the government cannot support me when I'm in trouble, where is my tax money going? This is not entitlement. This is a basic question any modern citizen has the right to ask. And this is not an attack on any particular government. These are structural issues, built over decades, across all administrations. The sad truth is that this mismatch between taxes and public services has existed forever. But here's the nuance. India has one of the world's smallest taxpayer bases. A tiny percentage of people pay the majority of income tax. We have a massive population needing welfare, enormous infrastructure gaps inherited from the past, administrative inefficiencies, leakages, and the pressure of rapid development. A very small group is carrying the financial load of a very large nation. The system is overextended, the demands are huge, and the middle class absorbs the shock. And this leads to the real issue, taxation without trust. Indians do not resist contribution. Indians are incredibly generous when it comes to community, charity, and helping strangers. What they dislike is paying taxes without seeing clear, visible public benefit. When public systems underperform, trust collapses. When trust collapses, contribution feels like punishment. Today, citizens feel overcharged, underserved, unprotected, and unheard. So the real question isn't, why are we paying taxes? The real question is, why do taxpayers feel alone? Why do citizens feel they must solve every public problem privately with their own money? Why is there no safety net for ordinary people? Where is the visible return on the contributions we make? These are not political questions. These are human questions. And they must be asked if a country wants to develop. A strong India needs reliable public services, transparent spending, accountability that isn't symbolic, and at least a minimal social safety net. It needs a system where the middle class doesn't feel like an ATM. It needs taxation that feels fair, not exhausting. Because taxation only works when trust exists, and trust only exists when citizens feel protected. Right now, people pay privately for everything, publicly for everything, and still remain one accident away from disaster. And until this changes, the frustration will keep growing, and this question will return again and again. Why are we paying taxes? If this video helped you make sense of what so many Indians are feeling, do consider liking and sharing it. And if you want more content that cuts through noise and explains our everyday realities with clarity, subscribe to the channel.